is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living program. Here is another week of Vital Fitness, and I hope you're all doing well. Let's go ahead and get seated in our chairs. So make sure it's a chair with no wheels underneath. Let's take a couple deep breaths in and out. So go ahead and inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. One last time, inhale and exhale. So make sure you have a water bottle nearby you. Feel free to take breaks whenever you need to throughout the hour. And let's get started. So we're going to warm up with our head and our neck first, and we are going to look side to the front and then side. And just these small minor movements for now before we do more stretching. And don't forget to breathe for any part of our exercise today. So, head and neck moving, feel that stretch. Lean a little bit more to the side if you can. Once you feel a stretch, that's all you need to go to. Don't push too much further from that unless you're completely warmed up. And one more on each side. Okay, let's look up to the ceiling this time. Straight ahead, down to the floor. Same thing, just your head and your neck moving. So, we're not hunching our back. We're keeping the rest of our body pretty sitting still in place. And inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay. Moving on to our shoulders this time. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders up and down. So we're just going up and then down, up and then down. Take deep breaths in and out, rising, raising each shoulder up and down. And if you feel comfortable to, go ahead and roll those shoulders forward. So similar thing to rising them up and down. We are going to roll them forward like in a circle now this time. The rest of your body is nice and relaxed. Just your shoulders moving, your back engaging, a bit of a stretch too in your chest. And just take those deep breaths in and out, inhaling and exhaling all the way through. Okay, other way this time, we are going to go backwards, same thing. We are just rotating the other way, taking deep breaths in and out, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, go ahead and rest for a second. We're going to do some belly breathing. So have your hands right at your stomach. Belly breathing is when we inhale all the way in, we let it travel all the way down to our belly, kind of inflating and then deflating that belly as we exhale it out. So let's try that a few times here. Let's go ahead and inhale through your nose, inflating that belly, and then exhaling it all out. Do that again. Inhale through your nose, inflating that belly, and then exhaling it all out. One more time. Inhaling through your nose, inflating the belly, and then exhaling it all out. Okay, we're going to continue with these shoulder rolls. This time, however, we are going to add our elbows into it. So before we add our elbows, let's just try and practice that movement again. So we are rolling our shoulders forward, making these small circles with our shoulders. And once we feel comfortable to do so, we are going to bring our elbows around, making a big circle with our elbows, and let's return back to just the shoulders. Again, elbows, and then shoulders. So we are switching back and forth. This is what I look like a little bit to the side here, from the front. So shoulders, and then elbows. Shoulders, elbows. One more time. Shoulders. This time, we are going to roll the shoulders for a bit. Just get used to that movement, taking deep breaths in and out. Inhaling and exhaling all the way through. Okay, and let's go ahead, roll the elbows, going back, and then shoulders, elbows, shoulders, elbows again, and shoulders. One more time, elbows and shoulders. So let's take a deep breath in, out. Okay, we're going to continue with our upper body exercises here. Let's go ahead this time, stretch our hands all the way to the side as though they're trying to reach for something on the right and on the left. Really extend it nice and out. And then go ahead, bring your arms a little bit back behind you. So this, you'll be able to see more if I face the side. My arms are to the side, and then I'm going to push it a little bit back behind me, opening up that chest, and then engaging those back muscles with how I'm bringing my arms back. Let's try that again now. So go ahead and inhale. Exhale, release, and bring your arms back. You might notice you can stretch a little bit farther back with that exhale, and that's why we do that. That's why we make sure we're breathing the whole time. So let's try that again. Incorporate the breathing if you can, and go ahead and inhale through your nose, and then exhale, release it all as you bring it back. Let's try that one last time here. Go ahead and inhale through your nose. Exhale as you release it back. And let it all out. Okay, let's rest those arms. I know mine started feeling a little bit heavier the longer I had them up. So let's shake it off a bit. Okay, continuing with our exercises with our arms. Let's have our arm straight to the side. It's really reaching out past the fingertips. And then we are having our arm going across our body like this. Let's try that again on the other side. So right arm reaching all the way to the side, really extending past those fingertips, and then having it come across our body. So when I have my arm coming across my body like this, I am not turning or twisting my body at the same time, even though that does allow me to reach a little bit farther. What we want to make sure is that we are facing the front the whole time. We're square with the front, and it's just our arms moving, our shoulders stretching, and we get to test our flexibility and work on it as it moves side to side here. So take deep breaths in and out, inhaling and exhaling all the way through. Stretch to the side, have it come across. Again, other side, come across. And take deep breaths in and out. Inhaling and exhaling all the way through. Okay, one more on each side. time we're going to have our arm to the side and then have it come up to our upper corner over there. So I'm going to back up a bit so you can see what that looks like. So arm to the side and then have it across and up. Other side, arm to the side, across and up. So we were doing just parallel to the floor here with these movements. This time we are going to have it come across our body and up to the sky, across our body and up. It's almost like you're forming an X with your arms here one at a time. So this is an extra movement here. If this is too high to have your arm go all the way up, again, you can keep on doing this. We were already doing this earlier, or you can take a break, drink some water, do what you need to do. But if you're able, go ahead and challenge yourself a bit to having your arm going up and across, nice and high. And your arm is pretty much going in front of your face here. So let's do one more on each side. So go ahead and left side and then right side. Okay, take a deep breath in. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more variation with that same. To the side and then go low. For this one, I know my body is training a little bit. Feel free to just add a slight change in shoulder here. You might notice that you can't face the front the whole entire time, and that's okay. This one's a little bit hard to do completely like facing the front, so you sometimes don't feel as much of a stretch. So keep going here. Take deep breaths in and out. And of course, if your arms are starting to get tired, you want to take a mini break, please feel free to. We save these videos every week. And actually, starting next week, we will be releasing just the same recordings that we've been doing. We are slowly transitioning our Vital Fitness class to be in person back at Eastside here in Northeast Minneapolis. So we hope to see you back in person, but we still have so many of these videos and we'll continue reposting them as much as possible. But I will be ending how this Facebook Live with this last class here. So yeah. Okay, last one on this arm, and okay, take a deep breath in again. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. One more time, inhale through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. Okay, what we're going to do next is we are going to work on our core. So what we want to do with that is we're going to have our hands right in front of us. I have my hands here. I'm going to clasp them together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my hands into my pocket, kind of right on top of my pocket here on the side. Have it extend in front of me again, and then other side. So this is what it looks like from the front. It's a little bit hard to gauge the depth, the distance of how my arms are outstretched in front. So here's what it looks like from the side, a little bit to the side. Arms in front of you, kind of at chest level, and then twist your body to one side, placing your hands on top of your pants pocket here. So, other side again, same thing. Imagine as though you're rowing a boat. You're using that core and shifting it side to side, adding a small bit of a twist if you can. If this is painful, please take a step back. It shouldn't feel painful. We want to make sure we are stretching out our core. We're not putting it in pain. So take deep breaths in and out. I usually inhale when I'm here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, imagine you're rowing that boat on a nice lake or wherever, whatever body of water. Take deep breaths in and out. And one more on each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and release. Okay, continuing with our core a little bit here, we are going to extend our arms to the side again. Same thing, extending the arms to the side, and then we're going to gently turn our body facing the other side and switching back and forth. Inhaling and exhaling all the way through. Taking deep breaths in and out. And make sure you are stretching out lines with your arms. And one more on each side. And set those arms down. I know my arms are getting heavier over time, so we should switch to our legs. Let's give a bit of a break from our arms. Okay, so for our legs here, we are going to do some gentle, not gentle, well it is a little gentle, a little bit slower knee raises here. And we are simply raising our foot off the ground. I'm raising my foot maybe about a foot off the ground. If that is too high for you, or if it's too low, feel free to adjust the height. And also, when you're raising your legs like this, try not to lean side to side. I know that can often help us raise our knees a little bit higher, but we want to stay facing straight the whole entire time. We're not leaning side to side in doing this. We're keeping our body nice and straight, taking deep breaths in and out, inhaling and exhaling all the way through. And take some time. Feel free to adjust the speed if you would like to make it faster. That often makes it a little bit harder. I know I can't raise my legs as high unless I really want to make it quite the workout. But go ahead and try to change up the speed, test your limits. We are going to keep going here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep going. 2, 1, and relax. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Okay, this time let's go ahead and extend one leg up. Let's choose a leg. So I'm choosing my left leg here. Extending my left leg up, setting it back down. Extending that same leg up. Leg, I'm going 3, 4, and let's stop at 5, 5, and release. Other leg this time, go ahead, 1, 2, go slow, 3, fight that gravity, 4, and 5. Let's try that again. Left leg again. Let's do it. 1, 2. Keep going. 3. Take deep breaths in and out. 4. And 5. Other side. Go ahead. Right leg this time. Just the right leg moving. 2, 3. Try not to use your back while doing this either. And last one, 5. I know that sometimes if we can't raise our leg as high, we kind of compensate with our back. You don't want that. Raise your leg just to the height that you can do it to. We are just focusing our leg muscles in doing that type of movement. We're not including our back into this. We want to protect our back here and make sure it's safe. Okay, let's drink some water. If you haven't drank water yet, please do. To warm up our ankles. So we're about to do our sit to stand exercise here, but let's warm up our ankles a little bit. So I'm facing a little bit to the side here so you can see, but go ahead, raise those toes up high, not toes, but raise the heels, and then raise the toes. Raise the heels, and then the toes. Might be easier to see like this. Heels up, toes, heels, toes. Raise the heels and toes. And it's just kind of this slow rock back and forward. Keep going. If you feel your ankle warming up, then that's what this exercise is supposed to do. If you feel a bit of your calf warming up too, same thing. That's what we're trying to do with our legs right now. Mostly these areas and down. Working on that. Okay, so go ahead and rest the feet back down. We are going to do our sit to stand exercise now. So, 3 different ways to do the sit to stand. I will show each variation, and if you already know which one works best for you, go ahead and keep doing that the whole time. Okay, so for the sit to stand exercise, go ahead and sit towards the edge of your chair. You want room underneath your legs here, so you want that not to be like this, but be a little bit to the edge of your chair. Feet nice and flat on the floor the whole time. And we are going to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Go ahead and roll those shoulders back. And we are going to rest our arms at our sides. This first motion is the same for whichever variation you do. We are going to inhale, lean forward, exhale, come back to your seated position. Again, inhale, lean forward, look straight ahead, exhale, keep that chin up, you're looking straight ahead. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, the second part to the sit to stand. I'll show what this looks like with a chair-assisted version first. So I'm grabbing a chair here, and I'm going to place this right in front of me. Feel free to have whatever stable thing you'd like to hold on to and kind of boost yourself up with. That's what the chair-assisted version is like. And go ahead, have that placed right in front of you, feet flat on the floor, shoulders nice and rolled back, and posture is straight the whole time. So when we do this, you're keeping your back straight, you're not hunching forward. You don't really want to hunch forward for any of our exercises. That's often just a good stretch, but not for a movement, dynamic exercise like this. So, okay, let's try that first part again. We just lean forward and inhale, exhale. This second part is lifting a little bit off the ground. Inhale and exhale. Let's put those two together. Feel free to do it along with me now. Go ahead, inhale through your nose, exhale. Lift a little, inhale, and exhale. Okay, so that is the first and second part to the sit to stand. I'll show what that looks like without a chair in front of me. For the folks who need a chair, go ahead and keep on having that with you. And for the folks who'd like to stay seated the whole time, do these same exercises the whole way through, just stretching forward and back, and keep on going doing those exercises because that still makes a difference. It really does. Well, we do that in our Tai Chi class, and I've seen people who could not lift off their chairs, and slowly and slowly they were able to build up their strength to even just lift an inch off their chair, which is better than not being able to do it at all. So you can still build strength. Okay, so to do it without a chair in front of you this time, go ahead, sit towards the edge of your chair, feet flat on the floor, shoulders nice and rolled back, posture is upright, and you're going to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, lift a little, use those arm swings for momentum, inhale, and exhale. So I use the arm swings for momentum, and I didn't go all the way though. We're controlling that movement to just lift a little and then come back. Try not to plop down in your chair if you can. But let's try that again. Go ahead and inhale through your nose. Exhale. Lift a little. Inhale. And exhale. One last final variation for the folks who need a little bit more momentum than just your arm swings. We're going to include our legs for momentum. So what that looks like is doing our first part again, because this builds momentum over time. We're going to inhale through your nose, exhale, and then we're going to lean back, lift the legs. So I was sitting right here, leaning back, lifting the legs, and then pushing down to the ground, having that arm swing to get myself off the chair. So that is another way to do that, kind of that momentum back and forward. So that is another way to do that sit to stand. And let's finally add our last part to this, where we stand all the way up. So we do lean over, no lifting, lift a little, and then lift all the way up, standing up. And then we'll do that 3 times here. I'll show the 3 different variations. So get ready with whichever variation you'd like to do. And again, keep on stretching forward and back, even if you can't lift off your chair. It still makes a difference as long as you keep moving. Okay. We're going to take a deep breath in. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through our mouth. First part to our sit to stand, we are going to inhale, lean forward, keep that chin up. Exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale. Exhale. Now stand all the way up. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, take a couple steps back. We're going to do this 2 more times here. Take a couple steps back. Feel that chair behind you. You know where it is. You know where you're going to sit. As we sit back down and scoot ourselves to the edge of our chair, feet flat on the floor, shoulders rolled back, posture is upright, and chin is up. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Lift a little. Use those arm swings. Now stand all the way up. Inhale. And exhale. Take a step back. Feel that chair behind you. I'm going to take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Last time, for the folks who'd like to stay standing up, go ahead and do that. I will show seated variations of our standing exercises, so don't worry if you'd like to stay seated the whole entire time. Feet flat on the floor, shoulders nice and rolled back. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Okay. Go ahead, reach forward, no lifting. Inhale. Exhale. Lean back, lift a little now. Inhale. Exhale. Stand all the way up. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, so drink water if you have not yet. Go ahead, take a break if you need to. And let's get started with our standing exercises. So, if you are standing and you need that chair support, go ahead and hold on to your chair. And you can always have this in front of you no matter what movement we're doing. Feel free to hold on to that. So, well, actually, we are starting off with our chair first, kind of in front of us. I'm going to move it to the side so that you see what I'm doing with my legs. But let's warm up those ankles again here. So, what I'm doing, I am lifting one heel up, just one heel, and then toes are still in contact with the ground. Let's draw a circle. The heel might be easier to see this way, but take deep breaths in and out, inhaling and exhaling all the way through. Switch directions and keep on going here. Okay, other side, or did I can't quite remember if I went the other way, but switch directions if you haven't yet. Let's just keep on rolling our ankle. It's better to make sure that we got all sides twice than none at all. I can't quite remember. I completely blinked. Okay, go ahead and rest. Now let's switch on to the other foot. Let's go ahead. Raise one heel off the ground. Toes are still in contact with the floor. Draw a circle with that heel now. Taking deep breaths in and out. I'll face the front here so you can see. But I'm drawing a circle with the heel. Just keep that in mind. If this is a movement you are not used to, it will become something that you will be used to the more times you do it. Switch directions. I know I'm also kind of waking up my toes here as well, and go ahead and do that. And relax. Shake that off. And stand behind your chair. So I am facing the side here, but here's my chair. And we are going to do some calf raises. So, calf raises, simply go up on your toes and then back down to the ground. So we are raising our heels and then back down. This looks pretty similar to if you are seated down. Keep going if you are standing up. I'll show what it looks like seated down. And what we're doing, we are raising the heels and simply just would like more of a challenge, go ahead, lean forward. Leaning forward, we start to feel more of the weight of our upper body here, and that's something we can keep doing here. Take deep breaths in and out, inhaling and exhaling all the way through. And keep on going. Taking deep breaths in and out. And let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Folks standing up, I will come back to standing in a little bit here, but I'll continue with seated variations of our standing exercises. Let's go ahead this time, face the front. We are going to have our arm, not our arm, but our leg to the side, center, leg to the side, center. So if you're standing up, you probably can already tell we are just doing some side steps here. Go ahead and do that. For the folks who are sitting down and would like to add a challenge to these side steps, go ahead and raise the knee, and then raise it again. Raise the knee to the side, raise it again. So you're going side, center, and side, center. Feel free to change the speed in which we do this at, the height in which we do it at, and of course, face the front the whole time. Try not to turn to the side. I know that helps us kind of extend more to the side, but don't do it if you can manage to do that. And if you are standing up, you can also do the same thing where we are raising our leg as though we are stepping over something and practicing this movement. Keep going here. Taking deep breaths in and out. Okay. For the folks who are standing up, keep going if you are sitting down. If you would like to add another kind of variation to this, what you can do is when you step to the side, we're going to do a mini squat where we imagine as though we're sitting down and then stand back up. Other side, mini squat. Imagine you're sitting down and then standing back up. This is what I look like from the side. I'm imagining as though I'm sitting down and then standing back up. Imagining as though I'm sitting down and standing back up. So I am kind of sticking my glutes out a little bit, kind of sticking the butt out a little bit when I do this. And that's where you really feel your muscles engage here on the sides. So go ahead and do that. Even though it feels a little bit weird if we're not used to doing it, it does help our muscles kind of work on themselves and get stronger. Okay, let's just do one more on each side. And two. Okay, let's go ahead, sit back down here, take deep breaths in and out, inhaling and exhaling all the way through. We're going to continue with our legs, but we'll be taking a small break, sitting down. Drink some water if you need to. Take a break if you need to as well. Okay, this time let's go ahead and extend both of our legs nice and high as we can. If this is too high, feel free to have them nice and low over here. It doesn't matter as long as we are pushing ourselves to the best of our abilities. But what we are going to do, we are going to point our toes and flex. So pointing the toes and flex while extending our leg nice and high as much as we can. So pointing the toes is kind of just pointing straight all the way out. And then flexing is having your toes kind of pointing up to the ceiling here. So, okay, once you feel pretty warmed up with that, let's go ahead and do some flutter kicks. You can choose to point your toes or flex them, whichever one you'd like to do, or you can just keep them nice and relaxed as well, whatever you'd like to do. But kind of flexing them or pointing them engages some muscles here, so if you would like that extra challenge with this, go ahead and do that. Take deep breaths in and out as you go through, inhaling and exhaling, and we're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, One, and hold it in the air, hold it just a little bit longer, and back down. I don't know about you, but my legs got really warm while doing that. They're getting tired. That's what that means. Go ahead and similar to what we were doing, let's go ahead and stretch these legs out now this time. So, to stretch out your legs while you're sitting down, we are going to choose one leg. I'm choosing my right leg here, and I'm going to extend it nice and out. I'm not locking my knee though. We want to keep that knee nice and safe, so don't lock that knee. Extend it out. If you can see my foot here, this one right here, I have my foot kind of not flat on the ground, but pointing my toes upward. So we are flexing that foot. Keep that knee soft while flexing that foot. And you feel your calf muscles right here kind of engage. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and lean forward. I forgot my words for a second there. But lean forward until you feel a nice stretch all the way to the sides here. So, release. Let's try that with the left leg. Extend the leg. Have that foot, the toes pointing up to the ceiling as much as they can. And lean forward until we feel a stretch right here all the way through. Breathe into that and out. Try that again now. Go ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Don't lock out that knee. Exhale. Release. Other side. Make sure that foot's not flat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, that was some pretty good stretching here off to the sides. This time, let's go ahead and stretch our hips a little bit. So we were doing a lot of these opening up of the hips. Let's go ahead and put one leg and the other to the side here, opening up our hips here. And this time, go ahead and place your hands right on your thighs, and we are going to push. So, my body here, I am right here in the middle, but I am going to switch my weight a little bit to the side, and with this left arm, I'm pushing my knee outwards. So I'm feeling a nice stretch right here, opening up that hip as well. Let's try it on the other side. So legs are open, hands on your thighs, and then we are going to lean to the left, push with your right arm, and opening up that hip a little bit more. Hopefully, you're feeling a stretch right here. If this is a feeling that you are not used to at all, remember that we want to feel a stretch right here, feeling this stretch in our thighs, and that's the feeling that we'd like to feel. If that's not what you're feeling, please take a step back. Feel free to just watch what it looks like for a bit. And I know it's not the best with this camera, but let's try that again. So let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out. I'm going to leaning to the right, and then push my left arm, push that knee, push that leg nice and open. Okay, let's try other side now. Lean to the right hand, or no. Lean to the left. With your right hand, push that leg and have your hips open up a little bit more as. Let's take a small break from that, do some deep breathing here. Mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more. Inhale and exhale. Let's continue with these stretches here. This time, let's go ahead and stretch our sides a little bit. So, similar to what we were doing earlier, we were looking side to side. This time, have our shoulders follow our head and our neck. So, turning to the side, center, side, center. So, with our shoulders following here, we feel a stretch right here on our sides. Take deep breaths in and out, inhaling and exhaling all the way through. And once you feel ready to, go ahead and look all the way back behind you. Turning back and forth. Inhaling and exhaling. And if you can manage, I know I'm using my arms here to kind of help push myself a little bit more to the side. If you can manage not to push too much, then that means you're pretty flexible. And if you can build up that flexibility, that's a good thing too. So take deep breaths in and out. And one more on each side. Okay. Continuing with our head and our neck, let's go ahead and come a little bit closer here. But set those arms down. Not arms, but shoulders. Have your shoulders nice and being pulled down. And then we are going to lean one to the side. Feel that stretch right here. If you feel a stretch right here, pause. That's all. That's how far you need to go. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let's try on the other side. Imagine as though your ear is trying to reach all the way to your shoulder, but it's not doing this because you are pulling your shoulders down. Let's take a deep breath in. Inhale. Deep breath out. Exhale. Other side again. Same thing. Feel it until there's a stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Switch to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Okay. Hopefully you feel pretty warmed up here with your head and your neck. Extend those arms to the side now this time. We are going to do a nice big bear hug. So we are going to inhale and squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Your arm below is now going to come on top. Same thing. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. And release those arms. Okay, so thank you so much. My name is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living Program. These Vital Fitness classes, because we are transitioning them into in-person again here over at Northeast Minneapolis and Eastside Neighborhood Services in our building. We are transitioning it to in-person, and so we won't be doing these Facebook Lives anymore, but we hope that you'll keep on watching the recordings that we've done previously. And also, we have upcoming classes. So some of our classes is like our fall prevention Tai Chi practice class. And if you're interested in learning more about that, feel free to send us a message on Facebook or subscribe to our newsletter, whichever one, and also take a look at our other classes as well. We might have some upcoming Living Well classes here in the spring and summer, and I hope you're all doing well as well. And take care.